Howdy, all Moblex Lives. I think it's time to play a little Minecraft. Alright. Uh, you know, so not too long ago, I thought it was weird that there were llamas down here. I did not know about the um, traveling merchant. So those llamas that I saw down here with their blankets on must have been the traveling merchant, and he must have been invisible. Because I think they throw an invisibility potion on themselves, which I find to be a little weird. I guess I would also throw an invisibility potion on myself if I... That's not true, I carry a sword. I ain't afraid to mix it up with the various mobs. So, what are we going to do today? Last episode I fixed my map. I fixed, do I have wheat? I do have some wheat. Let's go weed it up with the cows, because I am going to want to eventually put back in my big maps again. I can't do that if I ain't got leather. I have a lot in the way of cows at the moment. I'm gonna have to... I wish the animals in Minecraft ate on their own. I haven't played it in a while. I do plan on getting back into it, but that was one of the things that I liked about better than wolves, is that the animals would eat the stuff that's on the ground, so you could set up some timers and stuff and have automated farms. I wanted to see if the wheat field out here was ready to be harvested. That way I can work on this a little bit. It doesn't... man, it does not look like it's completely ready to go out here. It's slow, man. I'll just wait. I've been waiting for it to go all golden so I can get a bunch of seeds and do the next section here. I'll need the wheat anyways to continue on down through here. The harvested section. I haven't got there yet though. Alright, so I guess we could look at maybe working on the bridge that leads out this way, because I do have a bridge that's not finished. And so let's go see what color. Man, I feel like I just slept. Let's go see what color this is out here. I don't remember exactly what material I used, so we want to grab this gray over here and see what this is. And I could use some more yellow. I think this is just gray. Light gray. Oh, nope, see, I was wrong. Light gray concrete and some yellow concrete. And some more gray concrete powder. So light gray, gray, and yellow. A lot of yellow. Yeah, we, I mean, I told them I'm not going to paint. So, strangely enough, when I have a project that they want me to do around here, I'm doing it all on my own, but man, they, want to do one tiny little project. Whoa, that was weird. which was just paint the living room. Man, they've got people over and all sorts of stuff going on. Although, I'll tell you what. So we normally eat as a family around 2 in the afternoon on Sundays. And so when I was upstairs um, this morning talking with them, they said, "Oh yeah, yeah, we're gonna be doing up, chicken and creamed potatoes for lunch." I'm like, "All right, sounds good, I guess." Creamed potatoes aren't my favorite, but it is what it is. And so now it's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm like, man, I don't know what's going on. Like I thought we were having dinner. What happened to dinner? And I go upstairs. There's no dinner. They're just now heating up the fryer. I'm like, if I'd have known it was gonna be this long, I would have had some breakfast. Okay, and then we get some. Uh, I have some light gray already. I should take the light gray out there and the dark gray first, I guess. And oh, maybe we get some yellow made in here too. Mm. Problem is if I do this now, I'm gonna have to sit here and wait for. Well, I can unload this stuff and then go do the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, let's just do this. I was gonna calculate what's it's 128 divided by 7. Uh, but then I thought this is probably just as fast. I have to place it anyways, so. The dog, of course, is going crazy because he can't stand not being next to people. But yeah, he barks and barks and barks and barks and barks. I've never seen a dog. That's not true. I've seen lots of dogs that bark like this. I just don't get it. I just don't get it. He won't stop, which is the worst. The worst. Yeah, I thought there was a piece missing there. Bloop. Alright, so that's all done. So I guess we'll go fill in some over here. Boom. I think I got pretty close to having this filled in last time. So it shouldn't be too bad to get filled in here. So exciting to me news. I had I reserved the Valve Index, which is the new Steam VR headset, and I had looked at it and I was like, all right, I don't have the money at this moment, but I'll have the money soon. And I don't know if they're going to charge immediately. I didn't read the FAQ, right? And I should have. And so I'm like, well, I can't go and oh, you know what? The middle of this thing, I think, turns into one big yellow line, so that people don't pass each other on the bridge. And so then when I had the money, just like a couple of days later, um, I'm like, all right, I'm gonna order this thing. So I get on there and it's like, you have reserved an index and uh, and your shipment will be available by September 30th. And I'm like, oh man, because 2 days prior it said August 30th, and I was like, dang it. I'm like, I don't even know when it comes out, and then I look it up and it's like comes out into June, and I'm like, oh man. So it comes out the end of June, and I'm gonna be waiting until September 30th. And but I was hoping maybe there'd be enough. Whoa, there'd be enough people that ordered it and then decided they didn't want it, that I'd get a little sooner. And man, I'll tell you what, I haven't been like anxiously checking pages, um, but I've been curious about how people like it, and now I don't have a computer, a PC VR headset. So this is a whole new ball game for me. I did, after reserving that, decide I couldn't wait till the end of September, and did buy the PlayStation VR headset because there were some games that I wanted to check out on the PlayStation that looked like they might be fun, and it wasn't too expensive. I think it was $250 for the headset, the camera, and two games. And and then I already had the PlayStation Move from my PlayStation 3, and so I already had those controllers. So I didn't. Well, I shouldn't have needed to buy new Move controllers. I did end up buying new Move controllers, but that's because I let my niece and nephew play the Move, and of course, nobody can have nice things around those people upstairs. And so one of the controllers came back, just like all my other controllers. Somebody spilled pop on it and didn't clean it off very well, and so the buttons don't work. Uh, I just bought a new PlayStation 3 controller because none of my PlayStation 3 controllers work. Because they well, no, that's not true. One of my non-vibrating PlayStation 3 controller works, but I like Rumble, and occasionally you come across a game that needs it. So a little hard to use the vibrating radar to let you know when you're about to find something if you've got no vibration. But yeah, they worked their way through five of my PlayStation 3 controllers, just ruining them one after another. I didn't know. I didn't know until I was like, they're like, "Can we borrow a PlayStation 3 controller?" I'm like, "Oh, there's some over there in the the bag, and they're like, "Oh no, we already got those." Well, then why do you need more? Because there were like 6 controllers in there. Because it came with two, but they were non-rumble, and then later I had some big multiplayer games, and so I bought 4 rumble controllers, which is super expensive, and so they had ruined all of those. I mean, I ruined one of the rumble controllers just wearing it out. But they ruined 3 of my Rumble controllers and 1 of my non-Rumble controllers, so 4 controllers. They went through 4 controllers. So all I've got left is 1 original PlayStation 3 controller. So I bought a new PlayStation 3 controller. Had to buy a new Move controller because they got gunk all over the controller and the button didn't work anymore. I did get a new PlayStation 4 controller. I only had the one, and there were some games on my computer. I like the PlayStation 4 controller. So there's some games on my computer that work better with a controller. So I've been using that, but it's annoying to swap them back and forth. And so I got a second PlayStation 4 controller. But anyways, that was a weird tangent. So the thing that happened was I got an email this week on Friday to pre-order, or not to pre-order, to order the Valve Index. And so it currently says it is shipping soon. So I've purchased it and I should get it this week. I wanted to get a new video card before I got it, and I was just waiting for the new RTX 280 Super to come out. Although maybe I should just go for the 280 Ti. The Super will save me about $400, which is a lot of money. And it's all a big upgrade over what I currently have. So it doesn't matter which one I buy; it's going to be an improvement. Because not that I don't have a decent card now. I've got a 970 GTX, but it's a big jump from the 970 to the 2000 cards. And we're back to the 2000 cards. But yeah, it's not out yet, and so I don't want to go for lower than that, just because I have the money to get a good card. And I'm half tempted. If I get my headset and it does not work well with my 970, I might just go ahead and get the TI, the Titan, instead of waiting for the Super. We'll see. I preloaded a bunch of games, so I'm looking forward to trying out VR Skyrim and VR Fallout 4. I guess Subnautica will be okay. I didn't like the forest normally, so we'll see how that goes VR-wise. And provided it all works, I'll probably get Stormland and use the compatibility software that lets like the Vive run the Oculus stuff. So that I can try out Stormland. Because that was the game that made me go, maybe I do want to get VR. Which I know is weird because I didn't get an Oculus. But I play most of my software on Steam, and so I figured Well, that and the new Index is supposed to be the headset at the moment. I really like my PlayStation VR headset. I'm so impressed with how much fun VR is. I didn't expect it. I I did read this thing, cracked me up. So I'm online. I'm looking at how people are finding the Index now that it's out, and oh no, it's 2 blocks in before you start the yellow. All right, and so I'm going down through the list and just thought I just heard like booming thunder, and so that's over 2. So I see a post. The guy says, "I bought it, but now I'm thinking I should probably return it." And I'm like, "Oh, all right. Well, I hope it works well." And so I open the post and I'm looking at it, and he says, "I already own the big Oculus and the new Rift S and the Vive, whatever." And he's like, "And I'm just not finding the Index to be that great of a improvement to warrant the cost." Uh, when I already have all these other headsets. I'm like, oh man, I don't even have a headset, so I am looking forward to it. I don't happen to have every headset in existence. Uh, People are like, okay, dude. There was a couple of them that just were cracking me up. Another one was oh, I should probably continue on down the road here. Another one was I gotta think how I. Oh, you know what? This is not the edge. One, two, one, two. Uh, and they're like, I only play. He says it's not worth it for me. I got it, and I'm not having any fun with it. And so I open the post, and they're like, yeah, I really liked it when I first got it, but there's only 2 games that I like to play, and I've already played them a bunch, and so they're not really fun anymore. So I don't think it's worth it for anyone to get the headset because you get bored quickly. I'm thinking, okay, 2 games. I've got like 20 for my PlayStation VR already. I can only imagine how crazy things are going to get on the PC because I don't game as often on my PlayStation as I do on my PC. And so it's going to be a whole different animal when I start. See a fish jumping out of the water. When I start VRing on the PC. It was nice that, it was a nice discovery. Let's put it that way. I don't know if it was nice, but it was a nice discovery to see that I actually own quite a few VR games already because they have a non-VR and a VR version, and not that I have a lot of game space on my hard drive. You understand? Uh, I was my gray wool. Okay, I have tons of light gray powder. Also gray. Oh, because that's gray concrete. Right. We could probably take. No, we can't. We can't use the powder because I am building a bridge over the water. But we just bought. Whoops. Okay, that didn't place anything. I thought I placed a block. I did not. Just random gray concrete in the water. Um, but my niece and nephew, they graduated from high school. One of the sets of nieces and nephews I got, and so instead of just putting money in a card, uh, we thought it'd be a little more fun to sit down with them and see what kind of computer stuff they wanted for college because they don't they don't own computers, and which is just it's so bizarre to me. Like my brother is in the IT field, so he's around computers and works on computers all the time, and he doesn't have any computers at home. I could understand if he didn't do anything with computers. Oh, yeah, okay. So I definitely need to run that gray powder through my machine. But you know, he used to video game quite a bit, and he still video games, but now he does it on his PlayStation because he doesn't have a computer. Did you drop a... Oh, just a potato. I'm gonna eat your potato. Where's my bow? Get out of here. And so it's just weird to me that they don't have computers. And I mean, I spend all my time on the computer, so obviously I am partial to the computer. But so now they're going away to college, right? And so they don't have anything. Like I don't know how they do their homework at home without a computer. I don't understand. Like computers were barely a thing when I was in high school, and I still used my computer a crap ton on homework. I mean, I also took like what's that? Glowstone dust. I also took like computer programming classes and stuff, so it was nice to be able to work on that stuff at home. But it just like how do you like? I guess they've got tablets, but they didn't even always have tablets. Like that's a recent thing. Uh, they've had phones. Like I don't even know if they use their tablets. I think they do everything on their phones now, which maybe is the way people do things. I don't like to type on a phone though, and maybe they didn't have a lot of papers. I did a lot more papery stuff, I guess, in high school, maybe than they did. But yeah, I don't know. It was just it's bizarre to me. So we sat down and ordered them up. My niece wanted a laptop, so we got her a laptop. It was really funny because first she says she wants a Chromebook, and I'm like, all right, I get it. She doesn't use a computer, but A Chromebook would probably do her well for college, for typing up papers and looking up stuff online. And then and then she goes, you know what? I want I want a laptop that can play Call of Duty. I'm like, oh yeah, I didn't know you played Call of Duty. And she's like, I don't, but they got that new Call of Duty game coming out. I do play a lot of Fortnite, and I think I want to try that new Call of Duty game. I'm like, okay, what do you play Fortnite on? And she's like, oh, on my tablet. And I'm like, oh, well, all right. So we got her a gaming laptop and a bunch of, like a bag and a mouse and stuff like that. And then my nephew, uh, he just wanted a straight up gaming PC. So we got him a really nice PC. I mean, it's comparable to her laptop. I think it's got more RAM and a little more hard drive space, but they're both pretty comparable. They're both RTX 2000 video cards. I think hers has got a 270, his has got a 280. I think she's got 16 gigs of RAM. He got 32. Um, and then more hard drive space, but it's because the desktop's a little easier to put parts in than a laptop. Not that there isn't space. I think she could easily upgrade the RAM if she needed to. But she's not going to be as heavily into gaming like he might be. We'll see. I don't know. But yeah, I thought that was way more fun than putting money in a card. Although it was also way more money than we probably would have put into a card. uh, all right. Well, with that, click like if you like, subscription, catch the next one. All right. We'll talk to you later.